What's up? I'm Ross. I want to talk about Apple's latest new offering, their first offering since 2015. It is a virtual headset, and it's come out to challenge the Meta Quest. The thing that amazes me is this headset is $3,500, 3,500 buckaroos. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of guap, Jack. I don't know. Listen, I make decent money. I live in the Midwest, the cheap part of the country, and I couldn't even imagine spending $3,500 on a VR headset. Now, maybe Apple knows something that I don't. They've got a lot of people working there, a lot of smart people. I'm guessing they did a bunch of research before they did this. Maybe there's a lot of people with pent up demand for virtual reality headsets, but $3,500? I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at this thing a little bit closer.
I wore Apple's new mixed reality headset for 30 minutes.
It felt like Apple stuck a giant Apple Watch to my head. In a good way.
It was way more comfortable than the Meta Quest Pro or the Quest 2. You can toggle between being in the virtual world and seeing digital objects in the real world.
Your eyes are your cursor, and your fingers are like the mouse buttons.
You just look at something to navigate to it, and then pinch to select it. I scattered a few apps in the space, so instead of having multiple monitors, you could just have these screens around your room. The coolest thing was the 3D spatial photos and videos that you can take with the device. And yes, I watched lots of 3D content and was very into it. But by the end of the demo, the top of my nose and forehead were starting to feel the weight. Apple said that discomfort was a result of not having all the right sizing available, and that it will get better by the time this launches next year.
Well, I tell you what, for $3,500, they better have all the sizing right as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure this lady got that as a prototype, but I wish I would pay somebody $3,500 of my hard-earned money. They talking about some, we don't have all the sizing. Did y'all know that before y'all started charging $3,500, Apple? Some of these comments here, and they're saying the same thing. So why is this $3,500, but the Quest 3 is $500? You know what I'll put up with? A little discomfort by using the Quest 3 for $2,800 less. I have a lazy eye, so my tabs will change at random. Reality is free. Virtual reality costs $3,500. For $3,500, I prefer paying rent for a few months. Exactly. Again, I'm sure Apple has a lot of people on payroll that are a lot smarter than me, but where are they going to find a whole bunch of people? Where are you finding a whole bunch of people that just have $3,500 sitting around that they're going to spend on a virtual headset, by the way? A virtual headset. That just seems like an obscenely high amount of money to me. Let's have a little look at this article here. Apple Vision Pro headset launches in US on February 2nd. Pre-orders begin January 19th. The Vision Pro will cost 3,500 buckaroos, with prescription lenses costing an additional $149. That's a lot of money. And then that's not even including tax. That is quite a bit of money. So, like I said, maybe Apple knows a lot that I don't. It seems to me that there's a lot of people struggling in this economy. Rents up, mortgages, interest rates, you name it. Credit card debt is the highest that it's ever been in the history of the country. Auto loan defaults are at 25, 30-year highs. I just don't see a whole bunch of people having $3,500 to spend on a virtual reality headset. Now, look, you're going to have your rich people. I get it. There's always going to be your rich people. But, if they want to get to the mass market, they're going to have to come down on the price a lot. That's insane. Honestly, it seems out of touch to me, but we'll see. I'll be interested to see how many of these things they actually really do sell. Because maybe I'm dead wrong. Get at me in the comments. Is there a lot of pent-up demand for virtual reality goggles at $3,500? And again, if that comment right in the Meta Quest is $500, how much better is this Apple version than the Meta version? And why is there such a gap in the price? They have some. Yeah, that's insane to me. The company also said the prescription inserts, blah, 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 will cost $149. We talked about that. The $3,500 headset is Apple's answer to Meta Quest headset and has reportedly been in development for years. Apple announced the product at its Worldwide Developers Conference in 2023. The era of spatial computing has arrived, Apple CEO Tim Cook said in Monday's release. The headset is powered by Apple's M2 chip, the same one used in its computers. The Vision Pro is Apple's first new product category since the Apple Watch launched in 2015. So that's a long time. They haven't had a new product in 8 years. 8 years they've had, and this is what they come out with. A $3,500 VR headset. You know, I don't know. Maybe people got it like that. I don't. I certainly don't. Analysts and experts do not expect the headset to drive significant revenue initially. Yeah, you don't say. UBS, for example, anticipates Vision Pro revenue could be around $1.4 billion, a relatively immaterial amount. Isn't that insane, the amount of numbers that are just thrown around these days? I remember when $1 billion used to mean something like, you're like, $1 billion? What? $1 billion? Now it's just like, it's not that, it's immaterial. It's relatively immaterial. You know, your dollar doesn't mean what it used to. It sure doesn't. You know, anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? Get them in the comments. Is this right? Is Apple going to sell a lot of these things? Is there high demand for this? Are people just going to continue to go to the Meta Quest? Is virtual reality even catching on at all? I don't know, but I guess this product obviously is going to skew for a younger crowd, so I'm probably not their target audience. But I don't know. I don't think this is going to sell many. I could be wrong. I will be interested to see if they release the numbers on how many are sold. The pre-orders even. I bet you. Well, I would say this: if the pre-orders go badly, they probably won't release. You know how many pre-orders they had. So, $3,500. Is anybody? Are you guys considering buying one of these? Get at me in the comments. Let me know. Once again, my name is Ross. If you got any value out of this video, please click on the like. If this is not your first video with me, consider subscribing. Peace.